But let's take a look at the tape. We talked about the storyline here between two fighters, but let's match them up together and put them side to side. Let's look at the data here. Cossío's 29 years of age, a little bit older than Hugo Flores, who's 26. Slight height advantage for Hugo Flores. And the weight here, Cossío came in at just a slight bit over 155 pounds, and Hugo Flores 154.5. 26-7 on the record for Cossío, 8-2 for Flores. But let me tell you, Hugo Flores is high level.
Let's go to our voice of LUX Fight League, Felipe de María.
Señoras y señores, here comes the big fight of the night. Y es traído a ustedes por Cleto Reyes, Paradise Mix, MF Commercial, Amistad, Heisen e iOS Offices. Todos los combates son supervisados por la Federación de Artes Marciales Mixtas. Comisionada Sandra Ivette Brígido. Los jueces Fernando Bautista, Horacio López, Diana Reyes. Referee en turno Miguel Jiménez. And here we come again. México, quiero escucharte. We are live and alive, live. Para todos los asistentes esta noche, fanáticos en casa y seguidores alrededor del mundo a través de las redes sociales. Cuando la jaula cierra sus puertas y se da la máxima competencia entre los hombres, it's LUX time! 5 rounds for the LUX Fight League Lightweight Championship of the World. Presentando primero en la esquina negra, un hombre especialista en artes marciales mixtas, récord profesional de 26 ganadas, 7 perdidas, un empate, una altura de 1,75 metros y un peso oficial de 155 libras. He's an expert in mixed martial arts, professional record of 26 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight of 155 pounds, fighting straight out of Tepic, Nayarit, México. Él es Hugo Flores. Al otro lado de la jaula, en la esquina blanca, un hombre especialista en artes marciales mixtas, récord profesional de 26 peleas ganadas, 7 derrotas, un empate, una altura de 1,75 metros y un peso oficial de 155 libras. He has a professional record of 26 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, una altura de 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight of 155 pounds. Fighting straight out of Durango, México. Él es Sergio Drako Cossío.
Ok, señores, ya conocen las reglas, protéjanse todo el tiempo, choquen los guantes si a ustedes así lo desean, a sus esquinas.
Of the evening. I'm not gonna say it's a grudge match because these guys respect each other. There's no smack talking, but there's certainly a big desire for revenge for Sergio Drako Cossío after losing in their first match about a year ago.
If you're watching on UFC Fight Pass Live, don't blink, ladies and gentlemen. This fight is gonna be quick and it's gonna be fast.
Seriously,
well,
quick.
It's gonna be quick in terms of the hands. They're gonna be really fast. They're gonna be moving really quickly. But don't blink. This could end fast too.
I do think it can go all the way. Thank you for going all the way with us here on UFC Fight Pass. Our main event of the evening. It's Sergio Drako Cossío, green hair, white trunks against Hugo Flores, black trunks. It's our lightweight championship bout here inside the Frontón, Mexico. I'm alongside UFC veteran Alex Soto.
Well, it looks good right now. You know what? We haven't seen this a lot tonight. Drako Cossío is coming out with a southpaw stance and throwing some side kicks and some lateral movement. But Hugo Flores isn't biting on any of this. He's very conservative in his approach to fighting. Looks like he switches stance as well. Trying to throw Cossio off.
So Cossio, who tended to start late in his fights, and that really affected him the first time around against Hugo Flores. But he's working on that. His last 2 fights, right off the bat, right from the get-go, he was super strong, trying to finish quickly. And it's good that he's trying to make those adjustments.
Flores is starting to corner him now. Trying to lure him into a counter. Nice little inside leg kick there. It's the first initial punches there for the night.
We're going 5 rounds, Alex. That really changes the game plan.
It really does. It really does. You can already see the difference now. You know, Cossio is being very elusive, very systematic about his approaches, and Flores is very conservative as well. He's pacing him out. He's getting his timing, trying to adjust his distance to meet Cossio in the right spot at the right place. Nice little head movement there from Cossio. Just trying to see what Flores is going to bite on.
Yeah, so I'm feeling, or feel good moments for Hugo Flores in his last fight against Sergio Cossio. Got the win. It was a 3-round fight, but now then again, formats change as a championship bout, going 5 rounds. It seems that these guys are just going to try to wait until the probably 2nd or 3rd round to start giving it their all.
Yeah, I really like that left hook of Cossio. He changes his stance, and then he changes to orthodox, and then does the looping left hook. It's really nice. It's just not finding his target.
And our fans at the front on Mexico, a little restless, a little impatient. Still have 2 minutes left. Cossio going strong. First the left jab, then the straight right.
Yeah, you'll notice that Cossio really not throwing everything he can on those punches. He's just putting them out there, trying to see what he's gauging. He's gauging his distance.
Yeah. Switching stances now. Going as lefty, throwing some kicks.
Flores now getting a little fancy with his footwork. I really like that. He's switching stance, southpaw, orthodox, southpaw, orthodox.
Cossio faking with that front kick. Flores trying to kick him away.
Beautiful left hook. Nice counter there. Nice again. Now you notice that Flores is stepping outside of the lead leg of Cossio and is allowing him to be successful with that left hook. Side kicks. Very flowery movements here from Cossio.
Now Flores going forward with the right. Nice leg kick, sweeping the leg. Hugo Flores.
Powerful.
Nice spinning kick. Cossio takes advantage, tries to take him into the ground, but Flores reacts quickly.
Flores was able to get up on that wizard and get it and sprawl out of that. Dude, really good job. I mean, Cossio is a very strong opponent. Fantastic movement there from both of these fighters. Very equally matched.
Sergio Drako Cossio from Durango in the northwestern part of Mexico. He actually went to Brazil for a little bit to train with the Pitbull brothers.
Nice right hand.
So he's got a lot of experience. Almost 40 professional MMA fights for Sergio Drako Cossio.
Nice. Now it looks like Flores is really beating Cossio on that outside leg. You know, that's the kind of battle that we're always seeing against a southpaw versus orthodox.
Wow. Taking an attempt there by Hugo Flores, last 10 seconds of the round.
1 for 1 on takedown attempts there.
Yeah, started a little conservative. These guys are stepping it up now.
Wow, beautiful dance between both of these young athletes. Really equally tough first round to judge, to be honest. You know, not a lot of connecting punches, but there were some attempts there, some left hooks and some right hands that landed for Flores. You know, and then there's that inside leg kick that dropped Cossio, just slightly coughed him off balance. But those seem to be the more devastating punches of the night so far for these two gentlemen.
Should be an exciting second round. And again, it was a feel-out process in the beginning between Flores and Cossio, although they know each other well. Not only they're two of the most recognizable faces, if not the most recognizable faces in LUX Fight League, but they've fought against each other in a 3-round affair last year. So there's definitely some knowledge, some scouting that's been done, both organically, and I'm sure they've been watching a lot of film because I think the two have evolved a lot from the last time they faced each other. Yeah.
I think so, big time. They know each other very well. They spent 15 minutes together.
Former UFC fighter Alex Soto and yours truly, Francisco X Rivera, calling the action on UFC Fight Pass live from the Fronton, Mexico, a historic venue in the heart of Mexico City. Second round in our main event of the evening, a championship bout in the lightweight division between Hugo Flores in the black trunks, Sergio Drako Cossio in the white trunks.
Again, with the excellent footwork of Flores, he's switching orthodox to southpaw. Orthodox is really throwing Cossio's movement out because Flores has been successful with stepping on the outside and coming in with that left hook. There he is, he's trying to attempt it again.
Flores with the inside leg kick. Another leg kick by Hugo Flores.
That was solid too. That one hurt Cossio.
Hugo's history, it's quite an interesting one. His stepbrother took him to train with Polo Reyes, who's now part of the LUX family. He said he was hooked since day one.
Man, Cossio is just slightly off of his game tonight. And Flores is staying very consistent, you know, keeping straight to the fundamentals and really, you know, really analyzing Cossio's movements. You know, he's really doing a great job staying tight, staying defensive, but at the same time using his counters and footwork to work around Cossio's elusive movements, and it's working really well. And he's switching southpaw back to orthodox.
Yeah, it seems that Flores is just waiting for his big moment. Oh, big spinning kick right there to the midsection by Drako Cossio. Follows with another one.
Oh, there we go. There we go. A little bit of pain, a little grimacing there from Flores.
Oh, yeah.
That body shot did slow him down a little bit. Nice. Nice left hook there.
Let's see if Flores can take advantage and build some momentum. Cossio misses. Flores, who has a pretty good ground game as well. He was a national Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. But he likes the stand-up game way too much to take this to the ground, at least for now.
Yeah, well, Flores did a great job of moving, avoiding. He's been avoiding a lot of damage in this fight. Let's see how he does if he wants to take this fight to the ground, which I don't think that was his game plan. But we are looking at halfway through the second round. And Flores still in a dominant position here, holding Cossio up against the cage.
I think one of the points you always bring up, Alex, these guys are obviously showmen. They want to give the public a big show, but at the same time, they got to make sure they don't get knocked out.
Wow, look at the way Flores is just moving off the train tracks. Just boom, left, boom, bouncing to the left, bouncing to the right. Never staying in front of Cossio.
They wreck on each other's knockout power, so Cossio with another back or spinning back kick. Oh, wow. Good exchange right there.
That was connection on both of them. Flores seemed to be a little bit dazed and shocked on that one.
Good leg kick by Cossio.
Cossio starting to find his rhythm. Just not there. Every time that Cossio goes to throw, Flores happens to be out of the way.
Double jab right there by Hugo Flores.
Nice check.
Hugo with some damage right below the right eye. And
Beautiful
Cossio
counter.
trying to go right there, but Flores countering well.
That's all from the footwork of Flores. I mean, it's beautiful. It's very impressive to watch. He's just very elusive with those movements.
And Flores looks for the clinch. Does some damage. Cossio, however, shrugs him up.
And Cossio is defending his body. It looked like that body shot really hurt him. Gotta be careful here.
Wow, going for the flying knee. He couldn't land it. But this could be Flores' moment
Flores
at the
is
end
on
of the
him.
second round.
I really enjoy how Flores is still staying very conservative, nice and tight, not overextending himself, not getting too excited. Just sticking to the basics.
Good combo right there.
Great combo.
Trying to get the takedown, and he won't.
Wow.
Big second round, big finish by Hugo Flores. And we have much more coming up now.
Wow. I mean, if you're fighting someone, if you're a fighter and you're watching this and you're fighting somebody who is an elusive fighter, Hugo Flores is textbook exactly how you approach somebody like this. Let's take a look at some of the instant replays here. Beautiful jab, stiff right, and look, he's out of the way. He's already out of the way. If there's any counter, here's that flying knee that just barely misses, and he was successful in this fight, in the first fight on that knee. But look at this. He gets in, body shot, but he's always out of the way as soon as he's done with that combination. Nice body shot. That's the one that really had Cossio hurt.
So we're heading into the third round.
What do we got? 2-1 or 2-0? It's hard to run. It's hard to judge that first one.
I think the second one went to Flores. The first one was
a toss-up.
A point. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Really tight.
Yeah, this fight is not going to be defined by that single round. I think there's much more that we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, Hugo Flores is calm, connected, basics, fundamentals here.
Yeah, and Flores seems to be the overwhelming favorite here in Mexico City. Oh, wow, what a kick by Drako Cossio. Follows with a leg kick. He knows he has to do something to change the ways of this fight.
Nice right hand.
Oh, he rocked him. Hugo Flores goes for the finish. And Drako reacts. Wow, it wasn't easy, but he came back into the fight.
He's cutting those angles left and right. I mean, he's driving Cossio nuts. He keeps shooting and missing.
Wow.
Very patient, very conservative. It is paying dividends tonight, and the crowd is loving it, Francisco.
Yeah, and you were calling for a fast and furious fight, or quick and furious, something like that. It's been quick. I don't know if it's going to be a fast finish.
No, we're running a marathon here tonight, folks.
All right. We're going 5, according to UFC veteran Alex Soto.
It's a beautiful performance there. Well, we don't know. Flores here is really picking Cossio apart. Cossio still very aggressive.
They both spent a lot of energy at the end of the second round and the beginning of this third one. And we still have half of the fight to go.
Yeah, that's what I was going to see. I would like to see a little bit more kicks there from Cossio to start slowing down Flores. If Cossio starts to hit those leg kicks, those calf kicks, it could really slow down Flores and allow Cossio to do his elusive striking.
Oh, big head kick by Hugo Flores.
This is
he rocked him again. Going for the Muay clinch, throwing knees, but Cossio still surviving.
Wow, how did he survive that? He took shin to the head.
And Cossio, so explosive, so spectacular, but at the same time, Hugo Flores so composed.
I told you.
Compact.
Didn't I say he had an iron chin? My goodness.
You know, a clash of styles maybe. The flashier Drako Cossio against the subtle Hugo Flores, but Flores so far is getting the best out of this fight.
Absolutely, he's just beating him at every turn, and he's not playing Cossio's game. He's really not. He's not overcommitting to his punches. He's not standing in front of the opponent. Beautiful footwork from Flores. Now Cossio's doing an excellent job now. He's holding down to Flores, trying to make this a little bit of a dirty fight.
Yep.
Now he just stayed an elbow.
Was looking for the takedown, Cossio, but a good sprawl by Hugo Flores. Won't go down without a fight. Flores finally taken down.
Good adjustment, and there's plenty of time left on the clock.
Now Cossio looking tired, but at the same time, still trying to go for it, maybe try to lay and pray, recover, but no. Hugo Flores won't allow that. He just won't concede the position.
And the crowd's cheering for Hugo Flores.
Yeah, and Cossio right by his corner. Let's see if there's something that wakes him up.
Nice body shots and 1-2 from Flores.
If we weren't sure about the first round, Hugo Flores is just making it very, very clear.
He really is. He's working him. He's working Cossio tonight. And he does it with so much ease.
Yeah. Wow. Good 1-2 by Cossio, following up with a kick to the midsection.
Nice slip and overhand right.
Yeah, and you know what? This could be a very definitive fight for Cossio, because if he doesn't get the win tonight, now he's 0-2 against the champion. He's going to have to go all the way back to the drawing board. Who knows when he'll get another opportunity.
Well, Cossio is still game, folks. He is still in this fight. He is still a very dangerous individual.
Going with a straight right to the midsection, Hugo Flores. Flores, who used to train in Guadalajara with Francisco Grasso, Alexa Grasso, and the Lobo team.
Nice knee.
And we've seen a lot of his game evolving.
Good penetration here from Cossio.
And see, okay, he gets a takedown. Should give him some credit with the judges, but not enough. It was a very dominant round once again by Hugo Flores, and we're gonna see Diego Lopez, our featherweight champion, jumping into the cage to work with Hugo Flores, giving some tips. I think Hugo switched camps, and that's been a blessing in disguise for him too.
Absolutely, and look at some of these fights. Look at those movements that Cossio's doing. Look how that effortlessly. Flores was just able to just change the angle on him and then deliver a straight right hand. Here's some beautiful left hooks. Not a lot of power in these, but he's just putting work on Cossio. It takes a lot of patience there. A nice hook kick there from Cossio. But here's that head kick, shin on the top of the skull of Cossio, and Cossio is just barely holding on. Now, as we're coming into the later rounds, right, the conservative approach of Flores, staying tight, staying clean, moving left to right, changing his footwork, not moving a lot. As we're getting into the later rounds, Cossio's done a lot of that exciting movement, and it takes a lot of energy to do that. You know, now we're gonna see how much effect can Cossio be able to hold that same kind of pressure and that same kind of movement into the fourth and fifth round.
Yeah, Flores' boxing has been spot on so far. So we're ready to get into the championship rounds now. Round 4 inside the Frontón Mexico in Mexico City. Alex Soto, Francisco X Rivera, that was a low kick right there. Flores shakes it off and continues.
Yeah, 1-1, 1 for 1.
Tiempo.
All right, are we good?
We're good. 1 for 1.
Yeah, these guys are ready to battle. Not much time to lose, especially for Sergio Drako Cossio. He needs to build some momentum in this 4th round. He's
doing a really good job there at putting the pressure on him. You know, you want to make it a dirty fight. That's how you're going to break the nice, clean, conservative approach of Flores. Nice movements.
Drako Cossio, a very flashy, spectacular style. He likes the push kick and the side kicks. But here, he's fighting for his life, trying to go for takedowns, trying to secure something, maybe get a better position on the ground.
Well, at this point, you know, Cossio is trying to just change the game now. Let's try something different, and that's commendable for Cossio to try to do this now. Because if you keep trying the same thing, and it's not working, you have to change your game. You have to change your style or adjust your game plan. And hopefully he had planned for this already, since they have already fought before.
Yeah. Oh, once again with the spinning kick. Sergio, Drako, Cossio, they look flashy, but they really haven't done much damage.
No, they hurt, and Flores has just been able to hide it very well. See, and Flores is still very fresh in there, going into the 4th round. Just
Push kick by Drako Cossio. But right when you think he has him where he wants him, Flores is just so elusive.
He's gone. And it doesn't take a lot of movement from Flores to do that. And what's happening is Cossio is throwing these 1-2 punches, and Flores is ready to counter because it's a game of inches at this point, right? He just moves to the left a few inches, dodges the punch, and then is there ready to go for the counter. And the left is there, and the right is there. And notice that he hasn't thrown a kick yet.
Are these two saving everything for the 5th round?
Well, I think Flores is keeping it real. I mean, he's got a very dangerous opponent in front of him.
Yeah, we go the distance. It's going to get very interesting then again, because we know these two guys have a lot of power. They're smart. They're very, very seasoned fighters. I don't know if they're just going to come out banging in the 5th round, especially Cossio, knowing that he's losing the fight. Or are they're just going to pick their spot at the end?
Well, at that point, Cossio has to do something. He has to dig his heels in and make this fight dirty. He can't be throwing 1 and 2 punches. He has to throw combinations. He's got to catch Flores when he's transitioning.
A minute and a half left in this 4th round.
Flores is starting to look a little bit slow. Boom, as soon as I said that.
Exactly, commentator's curse.
The commentator said, but as he's doing that, you know, he is throwing a little bit more power, a little bit more effort into those punches now, which is a sign of getting tired.
Oh, big leg kick by Cossio, and then a front kick. Hugo counters real quick.
Let's see if Flores is able to kind of establish that rhythm again.
Yeah, although it seems that Cossio is maybe a little late, but coming into his own, and he looks more dangerous now with those kicks.
Oh, huge right hand there from Cossio.
Tries to follow up with a takedown attempt. He's going nowhere. Good defense by Hugo Flores.
Big miss there. Oh, left hook and a right connect for both.
And Flores missed right there, swinging and missing.
Wow.
Cossio going for the single leg takedown, now gets it back, no. Bodies are slippery now.
Flores defends it beautifully.
He gets the leg, he takes him down, Flores reacts quickly.
He's got the energy to do that. Into these later rounds, he's able to do that. The crowd is cheering for Hugo Flores.
Cossio going for the trip, and he got it. Now into backside control.
Wow.
And that's how we ended the 4th round. So Cossio is finally getting back into the fight. Might be too late, but I'm telling you, this 5th round is going to be very, very intriguing.
Well, one of the adjustments that I think that Cossio failed to do in this round is slow down Flores' movement with those leg kicks. I think I only counted like 2 or 3 leg kicks from Cossio. But check out this movement here. Nice body shot from Cossio. But these 2 shots are really causing a lot of problems for Cossio, because Flores is ready to, he's off the line, he's already gone, and he's ready to counter. Every time he's out of the line, he's already prepped for a counter.
Seems like we're going all the way to the end of the fight. 5 more minutes. Let's see what Cossio's strategy will be. Now that first round might be tricky. If he gets it, he might get round 4. So, you know, it's one of the things that...
I think Flores got that round.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think I would have given that round to Flores. Flores was still was more devastating in his power, causing more damage. But definitely, Cossio was able to avoid any more further damage than what he received in the 3rd round.
Alrighty, here we go. Fifth and final round. The lightweight championship title is going to be won by either one of these men.
Now Cossio's throwing combinations. Nice inside leg kick.
Oof. Good kick. Looking for the liver right there was Hugo Flores. Hugo, head down, trying to go for the takedown. He was exposed, but Cossio could not deliver.
Nice little elbow, too, at the end of that. Beautiful high-level martial arts happening right now.
Yeah, Cossio's under pressure. Seems like he's losing the fight, and he has to go for it. Good double jab right there by Cossio.
Cossio's doing a great job now. He's establishing the jab. Flores is a little bit fading. He's asking for the takedown.
Wow, Flores can't get it. Seems like Cossio is in better shape now.
And that takes a lot of energy coming into the fifth round. Oh, huge body shot.
Wow, Cossio faints.
Flores is hiding it, but he's in pain.
Yeah. Yeah, Cossio looks like the better fighter now. Will he get something? Will he build some momentum here in this fifth round?
Wow, and the foot movement now of Flores is slowed down significantly. Flores is good counter there from Flores.
Yeah.
Cossio's up on his feet.
You can tell he's limping a little bit. Yeah, I think those leg kicks are taking some effect.
All right, all right.
All right. So just over 3 minutes left in the fight. And Flores is having a hard time walking now.
And he's breathing heavy too. And he's now throwing these slow, pushing punches. And I think it's happening from Cossio, forcing him to turn it into a wrestling match.
Yeah.
It's taking away the power out of the hands of Flores.
Our matchmaker and Spanish commentator Henry Briones said Hugo Flores was able to win that first fight, but maybe had we gone 5 rounds, the outcome could have been different.
That knee connected.
Let's see.
This is what Cossio needed to do, is he needed to make this dirty.
Two and a half minutes now. Cossio looking better. Might be too late, but he still has a chance.
Holding, not letting go of that wizard.
All right, he may be trying to go down and looking for a quick submission, ground and pound, but bodies are slippery. It's going to be hard to get those limbs.
Flores is fighting it out brilliantly. He's putting his back up against the cage.
2 minutes left.
He's breaking apart those arms, or that grip. A lot of pressure there from Cossio.
Once again, going for the takedown, Sergio Drako Cossio.
Good hip movement and nice control there from Cossio getting that takedown.
All right, Flores standing up real quick. Cossio hasn't really gotten anything.
Oh, big elbow from Cossio.
Yeah, he's explosive. A minute and a half left. Cossio has to go hunting. Flores is not looking well at all.
He's tired. Nice body shot.
Now we're getting an exchange here in Mexico City.
And he can't see. Flores' eye is shut. It was from that knee.
Yep. This is what the fans came here to Frontón Mexico for.
The fight could be stopped here. Flores' eye is shut. His right eye. He cannot see from that right eye.
How is Flores moving and surviving?
Left
we have
hook.
1 minute left.
Beautiful kick there from Flores.
Going for the uppercut, he couldn't connect. Flores once again going forward with more heart than body.
Wow, Flores gets on top.
Just what
Cossio
he needed, but look at
wrestles
the transition by Cossio, using the ground and pound. This can be a dangerous position for Hugo Flores.
He's holding on tight. He's got the hidden arm. Flores is up on his feet.
Cossio needs a miracle here. 30 seconds left in our main event of the evening.
Right hands, left hands. He's standing right in front of him now.
20 seconds.
Big
Takedown by
takedown.
Cossio, securing the round. I think that first round will be the wild card. What a story here.
10
what a
seconds
fight.
left.
What a way to end it. And Flores does not have much left. He's still swinging.
Wow.
We gotta give it up.
Standing ovation.
Yeah. Oh
fellas.
yeah.
My goodness.
What a fight. That is exactly why people paid money to come into Frontón Mexico tonight and see, wow, the most anticipating fight in LUX Fight League
This
history.
is the fights that you get in LUX Fight League.
Yeah. Quite a moment, Alex.
My goodness, that was so much fun.
Oh yeah, so glad that we could share it with our friends on UFC Fight Pass, and people are actually watching it, been reviewing some messages on social media between rounds. Fans are excited, man. And we are as well. Just imagine being here cage side, seeing these two warriors going at it.
Gosh, man, what a tight fight. You know, I'd have to give it that last round definitely for Cossio. First round, maybe Cossio as well. But the rest of the other ones I'd have to go to Flores, man. Wow.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. That was so much fun. There you go on the replay. You saw the scramble that was back and forth between these two guys.
So you're going 3-2 for Flores. I don't know. I think there's going to be a wild card round right there that could give it to Cossio, but the finish, I mean, obviously you can't change what the judges have written in the beginning, but if this wasn't by rounds, Cossio could have basically tipped the scale in his favor.
Incredible performance by both of these athletes. You know, the ability of Cossio to be able to adjust his game plan, change it up, you know, force the takedown, make it a dirty fight into the later rounds. It really took Flores out, and Flores was out of gas at the land at the end of the last round. What an incredible fight. We're gonna have a really good champion.
Oh yeah, the fight changed so drastically. We thought that Hugo was gonna take it, that, you know, Drako was gonna go back to the drawing board all of a sudden. Even if Hugo gets it, I'd love to see a trilogy now.
Man, that'd be fun.
We gotta have it. We gotta talk to Joe and Henry. They gotta give it to us.
I don't know. My hat goes out to both these fighters.
All right, let's go inside the cage with Felipe de María.
Señoras y señores, después de 5 asaltos nos vamos a la decisión de los jueces que dieron una calificación de 48-47, 48-47, 48-47 para declarar como ganador por la vía de la decisión unánime en New LUX Fight League Lightweight Champion of the World, a Sergio Drako Cossío.
There was a wild card round right there, and I thought